Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here. Grateful, recovering alcoholic and addict. I'm gonna actually remember to say this right off the bat, guys. If you watch some video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I see a lot of people come and watch the videos, not getting too many new subscribers lately, so it's free, and I'd really appreciate it. That being said, let's get on with this. Uh, guys, just want to talk about the beauty and the beauty of life, man. The reasons to get clean and sober or make changes where you need to make changes, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what I've done. And again, I had to get to a place where I was knocking at death's door. I put myself through hell, and I don't, I've had every trauma and everything inflicted on me possible. But at the end of the day, guys, I put myself through hell. At any given time, I could have stopped and picked myself up out of the bullshit that I was in, and just surrendered. And that's what I did to make this all go right. Was I surrendered, right? I talk about it every day. You find your higher power, whether it be God, universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't make any difference. And I'm not talking about structured religion. I'm talking about find your personal relationship with a power greater than yourself. I choose to call mine God because that's who it is. Um, and again, this is whatever your background, it makes no difference, right? And I respect all of them. But my point is, I was somebody that was lost, right? I was lost for a long, long time. Yeah, I mean, I struggled mightily. I walked in active addiction and alcoholism for 40 years, and made every mistake there is to, every mistake there is to make multiple times, guys. I mean, but again, when you get into recovery, one of the first things you got to do, well, first thing you got to do is you got to find find God, find your higher power, and get comfortable speaking to Him from the heart, right? Because when you ask for, when you do things half-heartedly, when I mean, it might help, but I mean, any conversation with a higher power, any form of surrender is going to be good. But when you're honest and you mean it and you come from the heart, right? And this is the whole thing, guys. I'm putting myself out here, like, I'm there's nothing I won't tell you guys. I'm trying to figure out how to get my chronological story out there because it's powerful. I mean, it is. I've been through hell for 40 years and I survived. And but just again, it's just too long to do in these videos. I know it's not going to hold the attention, so we'll figure that out. But anyway, my point being, anything any of you have been out there have been through, I have as well. If not, exactly specific, but in a relative term, believe me, I have. If you watch my videos, you'll get a sense of that, right? I mean, homeless, prison, dying, overdoses, just the misery, workaholic, people pleasing, codependency, toxic relationships, toxic jobs. But all of that can change in an instant. And I would never, and that's literally why I'm doing these things, guys, because the transformation I've undergone is so powerful, and I want other people to experience this because it's so freeing. It's so abundant. It's so beautiful. Like, it's so full of hope and love and light and just like spark of life and joy and happiness and laughter and like everything good in this world I'm experiencing on a daily basis, guys. It's amazing, and I was there. I mean, I was there recently, right? And not only that, but as I'm realizing that literally the whole law of karma thing is so incredibly true. Not even just karma, because you don't have to go out and hurt somebody, but it's really more the amount of love you pour into yourself and into the surrounding world, the more you'll be rewarded for it. As long, but again, you can do any one thing and not expect full results, right? But I'm talking when you literally do a life transformational change. The way I'm gearing more towards addicts because again, I was so deep in addiction that I needed to change everything, right? And as I had to change everything, I realized it all starts with me. It's my heart, it's my mind, it's the way I look at things, literally the way my brain worked was broken. Like it just was broken. I didn't, I saw. Oh, I mean, I'm a very intelligent guy. I always have been. I'm always a very talented guy, but I couldn't get out of my own fucking way. And that's God's honest truth. Simple as that. I could not get out of my own way because I was not aligned with who I was. I was trying to project a life and make myself fit into a life that isn't who I am. And so long as you're doing that, you're gonna be frustrated, and then the more you chase after things, the harder it's gonna be to get them. When the easiest route is typically the better route, guys. when you're doing it from the right reason, from your heart. Look inside, find out who you are, what matters, and then align yourself with those things, and things just go so fluid, so easy, right? One thing if I didn't want to do something and I obligated myself to it, like I was a wicked people pleaser and just let people walk all over me because, again, I just was always in a position where I needed something, right? I don't need anything from anybody today, except I want love and community and I want to give back and I want like-minded people around me because now I actually want to engage with life and I never wanted to before. But I'm not needing anything from anybody. I've got offers for everything I need left and right because people want to collaborate with me today because that's the person I bring to the table. And again, not sitting here trying to be a brag because I'm not. I mean, like, guys, I'm just coming out of hell and I barely have two stones to rub together. But it doesn't matter because I have my sanity. I have my spark for life. I have my desire. I have my hope. I have my abilities. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm getting better all the time. I'm going to doctors. I'm, addressing everything in my life that needs to be addressed. And for me, it was a lot. I mean, seriously, like a lot. And that's cool. I got no problem admitting it because, again, I was really, really lost in the fact that I'd found myself. And not only found myself, but truly figured out who I am and fell in love with who I am. Like, I absolutely love who I am today. And that is such a 180 from where I've been for so long. It's mind-boggling. Like, I've said it before. When I went into rehab a couple months back, I was terrified that I wasn't going to have any zest for life because I haven't had it for so long. I had no desire. I had no idea who I was or what I wanted, what I cared about. Because I've been in a reactionary mode, and that's the thing. When we're running an addiction, guys, you're in reactionary survivor mode. And I get it because I had to. We had to. That's how you have to live. You've got to get by. When you're owned by a fucking substance, you've got to give what you got. I get it. I totally understand, and I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not. I've been there. I get it. What I'm trying to portray to you is that there's a way out of it, and it's super, super easy. It involves some pain, involves some work. Just like, but daily life involves pain and work. I mean, come on, right? Especially in addiction, it's fucking miserable. Get yourself a new program. Find your higher power. Get quiet. Start to figure out first of all, take your first steps. So we talked about that, though. So once you get through your first steps, the way to find lasting recovery in a life that's actually worth staying sober to live is to start to look inside. Find out what it is that got you there and heal that. If it's somebody else that did something to you and you need treatment, PTSD, something like that, then by all means see a fucking therapist, see a doctor. If it's a physical ailment, see a doctor. Like get the actual help from professionals that you need by all means. But you're gonna find that anything that's not medical related and a diagnosable mental illness, right? You're gonna find can be healed between you and your higher power and whatever other help you're gonna find along the way. Because the thing is, guys, there's a whole community. The addiction is an epidemic, and there's so many people that have been saved out of it, right? That these meeting rooms are full of amazing people, and may not necessarily resonate with everybody in there, but keep going for a few, and you're gonna find a group of people that you genuinely connect with, that you have like-minded and similar interests and similar backgrounds, similar stories, and just somebody you can actually get a sense of somebody else that understands where you're coming from. And not only that, guys, but they've been there, and if they got more time than you, 9 times out of 10, they're really happy to see you apply yourself, and they'll start offering you the resources that they have, because we all know we only keep what we have by giving it away. Again, one more reason I'm doing this, and I'm committed to doing this until I make a fucking difference in it, because it's worth it, and I want other people to know that. Like, I want to see the shine that I have coming off of other people, and to feel like I maybe was able to reach out a hand and be a part of that is everything, because it takes everything I've been through and gives it purpose. And at the end of the day, we all want that, man. We want purpose. I don't want to sit in the dark and say, oh, what the fuck, I ruined my life, blah 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 blah, poor me, poor me, poor me. No, man, I can't live like that. I can't, and I won't. So I'll do whatever I got to do to turn my story around and make it useful and helping somebody else. And whatever stage that takes, I'm going to continue to find it, and I'm going to make it that way, because that's what matters today, guys. For me, again, when I got introspective, I realized that all the times I'm happy is when I'm able to be of actual service to somebody, and not just bullshit service to try and make myself look like I'm not hurting, because I'm really hurting. Because today I'm not hurting, guys. I'm really not. Like I feel good beyond. Like I would have bet $1 million I couldn't have got to this level in the time that I have. But it's because I've gone that deep in, and that's what I'm trying to. Trying to find the right words to get you guys to understand that the more you work on it, and not even the more you work on it like hard work, but just the more you get honest, the more you won't accept your shortcomings, look at your weaknesses as well as your strengths, and play into them and heal the one that the traumas, heals the thing that hurt, and just forgive. You can't run around with all this baggage. It's poison, like hate, anger, just thinking somebody did something to you because it's all it is poison. At the end of the day, you're only hurting yourself, right? You forgive others to release it from you. You don't have to forgive them to their face, but just in a prayer, forgive them, bless them, and tell them to move on and let it go because it comes off of you. It's not hurting them for you to be mad at them, right? It's hurting you. It's causing you pain. It's causing you stress. It's causing you agony. So let that shit go. Try literally, like I'm literally the walking embodiment of love these days, and I love it. It's amazing. I have a genuine concern for people. I stop and talk to people. If I can lend a hand doing something, I do it because it makes me feel good. And not in like a vain, oh, I look good being, somebody's watching way. No, because it's doing the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. Makes you feel good, and it literally just puts you in alignment for blessings. I've got good things coming in day after day, and not only that, but like I'm starting to see the things where I was lacking, and I'm seeing the people that are trying to hold on to me to pull me back in because a lot of people don't want to see a rise. A lot of people that were taking advantage of you are going to want to keep you under their thumb so they can still get you to do the shit that they were doing. They were making money up your back or whatever fucking, whatever situation. However they were getting over on you, right? There's no better revenge than a life well lived. And that's as simple as that. And I'm not looking to get revenge on anybody or anybody else. I wish everybody the best. I want everybody to do great on their own. But at the same time, I am doing me. I found love and respect myself, and I won't allow myself to be taken advantage of anymore. But not only that, but I know I've got to fill my cup before I can fill yours, because otherwise I can't continue to fill the next guy's, right? And that's it at the end of the day, guys. Like, this is our world, right? And it's God's world, but it's also we're the stewards of this world. And we can live in this fucking misery and let these 1%, greedy bastards take everything, or we can start to look out for each other and heal together and become a community. Be like-minded, work together, pick up the next guy, right? And then the next guy beside you does the same thing because they see you doing it and you're smiling and happy. And next thing you know, man, we're changing the world and things are getting better. And if one person at a time, it don't matter. I'm going to keep doing this because I know it's going to help somebody and somebody's going to hear what I'm saying. They're going to try it and they're going to go, holy shit, that dumb bastard was right. And you know what? I won't even say I'm not a dumb bastard today. I'm a great guy and I love myself. I can honestly say that I love myself. I feel aligned with this universe and I feel like I'm right where I need to be, doing right what I need to do. And I'm grateful for every moment of my life. And that is a far cry from where I was not long ago, okay? You can have that too. Just do the work, all right? Just do the work. If you got any questions, and my email's linked in this, yeah, I'll go much, much deeper. If you want to have a conversation, please reach out. If I can help you in any way, reach out. Guys, ladies, remember, God loves you. I love you. If nobody else has told you that today, well, now I have. I love you. We're all brothers and sisters here. I will do anything I can for anybody out there. Let me know what I can do. Just, but do me a favor. I don't want nothing for it, but pass it on to somebody else. Let's do something here. All right, guys, thank you. Be safe. I'll see you in the next one.